Hello, beautiful souls. It's Hannah Love. So, something that I have discovered that, is extremely powerful that will change your life forever, literally. It'll change your personality, your identity, who you are, is called identity shifting. And it's when you release old identities that don't serve you and you install and download identities that you do desire and that do serve you in the highest and best way possible. So I've heard about identity shifting throughout like my healing education with energy healing and spirituality, and I actually ended up investing in another healer who's now my good friend, Gavin, and he showed me and opened up my world around identity shifting. And then I ended up learning it through another coach, Dr. Erin, and she even spoke about identity shifting. So I even learned even deeper about identity shifting and how to shift identities. And because I'm a Theta Healing practitioner, where I am rewiring your subconscious mind instantly through the creator of all that is, I already have a background of how to instantly heal anything, whether it's diseases, financial issues, whether it's wanting to manifest soulmates or to manifest more clients in your business, or wanting to heal a physical or mental or emotional ailment, or heal your eyesight. I've done all these things. And so I already have a 7+ year background of healing. So I know a lot about the subconscious mind and energy healing, and because I'm also a master psychic, I'm an expert at self-mastery, psychic mastery, healing mastery, and so forth. And so, but we're always students and we're always teachers of the universe, I believe. So I've been learning more about identity shifting, and I've been doing it with my clients, and they have just like turned into their most higher selves. It's amazing. I had a client who was like still stuck in her old paradigm of the things that she grew up going through, like abuse and trauma, and stuck in that like victim mentality and being the victim, into transforming her into her most empowered, authentic, higher self, which she is now more clear than ever about who her higher self is, who she is, and what she wants to create in this world. And it's been something that she had been working on for the past year, but has now so much more clarity because we shifted her identity. And this happened to me too, where I shifted my identity from imposter syndrome, like having that, fraud mentality of who am I to be able to help millions of people and be a millionaire, billionaire, zillionaire, like who am I to think I can do that, to being my most authentic, empowered, higher self. And ever since I shifted that reality, I've been showing up so freaking powerfully in my business. I've been attracting dream clients. I created a 6-figure business in less than a year. So identity shifting is so fucking powerful, because most of us are operating from identities that are outdated, or from these identities that we had at a young age because they protected us in some way. We're operating from identities that helped us in order to survive, but we're not here to just survive. We're here to live our life. Live our most immaculate, abundant, pleasurable, enjoyable, fun lives ever. We're here to create our own heaven on earth, and we don't have to operate from that survival mechanism. We don't have to operate from the survival identities that we've taken on. So example could be like playing the victim, having that victim mentality, or having the identity of I'm not worthy, or the identity of I am broke, or the identity of being abused, or the identity of the imposter syndrome. These are all identities that we take on, that society teaches us, or that we've taken on from our parents. Maybe you had a mom who just was constantly overgiving and overgiving and overgiving, and she exhausted herself, and you witnessed that growing up. And you believed that in order to be a genuine, kind person, you have to overgive and constantly overgive, but you saw that even in the overgiving, let's say your mother was so exhausted doing that, and she kept getting burnt out, or people were taking advantage of her. So you may have taken on that similar or a similar identity to that. You could call that the identity of the overgiver. It doesn't really matter what you call it, but if you can understand the identities that you have taken on that you want to release or transmute, you can shift it into a new identity. For example, a lot of people aren't consistent in their businesses, or they have trouble with being consistent with exercising. They have trouble being consistent with making videos every day. They have trouble being consistent with posting on Instagram. They don't have consistent clients. They don't have consistent income, and so forth. You can literally shift out of the old identity of not being consistent. Usually you're not consistent because of the fear of commitment, fear of having too much responsibility, fear of being accountable, because then you realize that you're creating everything, and that can feel like a heavy load to some people. But when you can release that belief of it being heavy or it being too much to be consistent, or this fear of, oh, if I'm not consistent, then that means, what if one day I'm not, and then everything that I've worked for I lose? So this fear of loss if you're consistent. And those are just old identities. Those are just old beliefs that, yes, maybe that was true in the past, but that is not an identity that you have to keep embodying and then recreating the same situations over and over and over again. So a way to be more consistent is you can literally program a new identity that you are consistent. You can program a new identity that you are committed. So I ask you, how committed are you to your path? How committed are you to making an impact? How committed are you to creating your own heaven on earth? How committed are you to being your most highest, healthy, wealthiest version of you? How committed are you to your business, to making millions or billions or however much money you want? How committed are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And if it's not a 10, that's when you want to do identity shifting. You want to shift into the identity of the individual who is at a 10 committed to their path and consistent. And the more consistent you are energetically, vibrationally, the more consistent you are with, showing up on in your business, the more consistent that you are, the more committed that you are to reaching out to people and asking for referrals, or making connections and engaging with people on your social media to grow your business and to make connections and to make an impact. That consistency is only going to create more abundance for yourself because you're consistent, because you're committed to your path. So I ask you, how committed are you to embodying the highest and best version of yourself and shifting those identities so you can create what you want? Our ego will come up with all these excuses like, oh, maybe I'll do it another day. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, this is impossible. Oh, or I can only make money this certain way. Or if I don't book 10 discovery calls this month, that means I can't hit my goal of $20,000. Those are just limited beliefs and excuses and old identities that our ego has created to keep us safe. And the ego doesn't like things that are new. It's normal because it's like, oh my God, I'm going to change. The ego, the subconscious, likes familiarity. It likes patterns, the same thing being repeated over and over again because it thinks it's keeping you safe. But when you can shift out of the identity of being the victim, of being the imposter, of being not enough, of being unworthy of being a millionaire, of fearing too much responsibility, if your business is booming, or maybe you're a 7-figure business owner and you work your fucking ass off and you're exhausted. Shifting out of that identity of working your ass off and shifting into the identity of wealth and abundance and making an impact becomes easily to me. It gets to be fun to make money. It gets to be fun to make an impact. It gets to be easy and effortless. Easy and effortless. I get paid for my presence. That is one of my mantras. I get paid for my presence. I get paid for just being me and showing up and expressing my truth. So there's multiple ways that you can shift identities. So first is determining the identity that's holding you back. Let's say you're in the identity of having to work really hard to make money, and you want to shift into the identity of working less, working smart, having fun while you work, and making more money. So you want to determine like all of the limited beliefs and the challenges that the old identity has, and then you want to determine the new beliefs and the beliefs that the new identity that you desire has. And you want to ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you still attached to the old identity? 10 being the most attached, 0 being not attached at all, completely detached from the old identity. And until you get to 0, you want to do clearing around your beliefs, because you want to be completely detached from the old identity, and to call in the new identity, you want to get to a 10. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you feel like the identity that works less and makes more and has fun making money and being wealthy? 10 being you're the full embodiment of that. You're the embodiment of your most wealthiest self. Maybe you're at a 5. That's when you know you got to do trauma work or belief work or healing any stuck emotions and traumas that are stored within the body. And I highly suggest doing this with a professional, doing this with somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing, so it can be instant, easy, and effortless. So, like for example, after I did this on myself, now I'm able to wake up early every day. It doesn't bother me. It's just natural. It's easy. When I did this with myself, I also was able to be consistent, be my most authentic self. And because I was consistent in my most authentic self, I'm getting up early and getting stuff done. My dream clients come to me. Money comes to me. I've been able to create a 6-figure business because I'm consistent with the mindset work, with the energy work, with showing up. Because I program myself to be that way. You can program yourself to be any which way, that is in alignment with your highest self. And I know I am the embodiment of my highest self. So the more that you can shift into the identity of what your higher self is, what the highest truth is, and the highest good for all is, you're able to create more money. You can double, triple, quadruple your income. You can work less and make more money. You get paid for your presence. You make a huge impact. You have all these divine downloads and knowledge and information to share with the world, and you can help people in so many different ways because you're shifting identities into the highest version of you. So if this is something that really resonates with you and you want to start shifting those identities, rewiring the subconscious mind, and you're a spiritual 6 and or 7-figure business coach, you want to master your healing abilities, like subconscious reprogramming and learning how to shift identities, so you can just fucking do it on yourself and do it on your clients to make it even bigger impact and attract dream clients who get amazing results, and then go out and create that ripple effect and their clients get amazing results. And then it's just this ripple effect of creating abundance for everybody. And you want to create abundance in all areas of your life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and start making money the fun way and the easy way by being yourself. Please DM me one-on-one, because I have some spots open in my one-on-one coaching program, and I would love to invite those that feel super aligned. And I only take on clients who are 100% committed. and who are serious about up-leveling their life and becoming the master that you were meant to be, and becoming abundant on all levels. On all fucking levels. So if this resonates and this sounds like you, please DM me and we can put together a game plan. And I'll even offer you a free one-on-one divine blueprint diagnosis session so we can dive deep into your subconscious, see what's blocking you, and see how we can move forward and help you create a game plan so you can start to create abundance on all levels in your life. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please share with a friend if you would like to. Share the knowledge and the wisdom, and I'll see you soon in my DMs.